B2B sales is business to business. I've been selling to other businesses for 18 years primarily. 90% of my sales would be B2B. And I find it a really easy way to do e-commerce, and it's just kept me in business for 18 years. So the top 10 reasons for why I believe B2B is best are as follows. B2B businesses and sales, the business that purchase your product are buying the product for a couple of reasons. Either they need your product to solve a problem they have, or they need your product to operate their own business. So they're getting the product from you to basically continue their business. So they're purchasing the product out of a need as opposed to a desire. So that's a big motivator for them to purchase the product and keep purchasing the product from you as long as you keep supplying them exactly what they want. Number two, they usually don't need the product straight away. They give you a lead time, usually a week, sometimes a couple of weeks. So you're not in a panic to get the product out the door that day or the next day. You've generally got up to a week, sometimes more. So it's a lot more relaxed way of doing business online. Number three, I generally get paid straight into my bank account. I very rarely sell my products via credit card over the web. This means it's just a lot simpler. You don't have issues with shopping carts. You don't have issues with all sorts of things. Often they will pay up with a credit card over the phone. So they'll ring up and say, oh, here's the numbers, please take the money out for the invoice that I've sent through to them. So the payment side of things is very simple. Number four is there's virtually no selling involved. Now, what I mean by that is after you've sold the first product to a particular company or a resupplier who is supplying other companies, they know what the product is and you don't have to try and convince them to buy it. They already know what the product is and they know what it can do, or they know how it will solve their problem. So there's virtually no selling. It's not uncommon for me to get a purchase order via email, often from companies that I've never even heard of, and they go, I want one or two or three of those things, that particular product. They send me a purchase order. I send them a pro forma invoice. They then deposit the funds into my account, and I just tell them, lead time is 4 to 5 days, meaning I'll prepare it within 5 days. Often I can prepare the product that day, but I like a lifestyle business, relaxed and not under stress and running around. So I just always say lead time 4 to 5 days, and they always pay in advance. And so it's just a really relaxed way of operating a business. Number five, as I just mentioned, they send a purchase order, I send an invoice. So in all the training that you'll be getting through SellRight, you'll understand the process. We'll give you training in the process, so it won't be a mystery to you. Number six, when you're selling B2B sales, a lot of the time the products are very expensive and there's a high profit margin. If you go to the full extent of B2B and create your own product or private label products as your own, then you can expect to get up to 70% gross sales margin. All the products that I create myself, I have a 70% gross sales margin, which means that if I sell it for $10, I get to keep $7. Reason number seven, you're having recurring customers. You're not having to chase customers all the time. And I just virtually do no advertising apart from my search engine, my free search engine listings in Google. So I get recurring customers coming back to me constantly. Reason number eight, if you solve a business's problems, they will keep coming back to you over and over, year after year. I've got customers now that I've had for nearly 18 years, which is just incredible. They're still buying the same products, the same vacuums, the filters, hoses, all the different things that I sell. They're still buying the same things after 18 years. Reason number 9 is when you're dealing with other businesses, they often will say, oh, Rob, can you get this, or can you modify your product to do that? So they tell you how to fix your product or improve your product or change your product to match the evolving circumstances of their business. So rather than trying to guess what's happening in the market, your customers will tell you, and then you can easily source new products or modify your own product to stay relevant with all those customers. Number 10, and possibly the best reason, B2B businesses, the ones that I've dealt with, are always really patient. They're never in a rush to get you to get a product out the door. And if on those rare occasions they are in a rush, you charge them more. Recently, I had an order from Century Yuasa Batteries, who are one of my clients, and they needed a product that afternoon. I think they rang me at about 11 o'clock in the morning, and the product sold for normally like $3,500. They wanted it by the end of the day. And I did say, I'm going to have to charge you for express building. They said, no problems. I ended up charging them $5,000, I think it was $5,500, so an extra $2,000 to rush that thing through, and they didn't think twice about it. So the fact that they're patient and they'll pay top dollar for your product is a fantastic reason to do B2B sales.